2019, I was recruited by Binance to help them head up the localization effort in Latin America. Binance became a unicorn in less than a year from launching. And this is something that I have seen from the inside.
I've been spending some time into financial institution, different type of bank, Islamic and commercial. And this is what get me actually excited about the virtual asset when the hype started 2016, 2017, that time. Although I was a little bit conservative, but it seems now it was the right decision. I jumped into that space and becoming a certified blockchain crypto expert. Frankly, honestly speaking, I've been trying many projects. I invested a lot in different projects. Some are good, some are normal, some wasn't a very good experience. But I believe in life we either win or we learn. This is what I've learned at the end. Being part of Aurum Foundation as helping the company for the global outreach. That was a pleasure for me. And the reason is, when I look at it now, since we started last September, the technology behind it, I will keep saying it all the time. For me, number one comes in Aurum is how good the tech we have. This is what makes this project is very strong. And as always I said, everything happened for a reason. For some people, they know that I'm a business consultant. I'm specialized in establishing Fintech company here in Dubai. So I met an excited trader with their investors. They want to venture the capital to start a trading platform, application where people can have a more option when it comes to use kind of AI empowered services. I still remember that day. Out of curiosity, I asked them like, how you've been doing before? Can I see some results? And there where I saw crazy result. I remember it was in 10 months, they almost made 300% net profit. And that's really got my attention fully. And I believe this is where all started when we're talking about Aurum Foundation. Me personally, I suggest to create some kind of a project for the community, and there where my role start as a marketing director, helping the company to get a global outreach, to get to more people who wants to make a win out of the world of virtual asset. Because Brian, in my belief personally, for people who really wants to make big win out of this industry, I'm talking about 2 to 3 years. Because after that, I'll believe with more people getting into it, with a little bit of more regulations, it will be a bit tight. It's good for, of course, I have nothing against regulation, but it will be a bit tight. It will not have the same opportunities that we have today. And we have to keep in consideration, this is an emerging market. You remember Forex? A few years back, it was a few billion. People like, how is it? Maybe it's good, not good, trading online. And then we are talking about 7 trillion daily. I believe we are going there with the crypto, and this is going to happen, in my opinion, within 2 to 5 years by max. So I believe in 2030, if we're still alive, we're going to witness a new rising for a new market, especially for a lot of people considering crypto now as a reserve asset, as gold, as real estate, as many other things. Okay. And after a few months, we got you a great guy. It was a great meeting you at the first. I still remember how you get excited the first time you saw everything and get to the team. And I was excited too, because for me personally, I would love to learn more, even from a well expert guy like you, being an ex-head Binance, Platinum America, being a Morgan Stanley, being in many financial virtual asset projects, building many different type of project. This is, I believe, would add a very great value to Oro, and we are very excited about your leadership when it comes to Aurum exchange development, liquidity pool. On a personal level, I enjoy Brian company all the time. We had a great fun time. So yes, we have a great team at Aurum.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, thanks for the question. I'm really excited about a couple things. You know, the Aurum Foundation has been really good to me from the beginning. And there's two things that I was very, very excited about when I started digging into the project and learning more. The first one is the technology, as you mentioned. I think there's a huge opportunity to give people better lives, and as we called it at Binance, the freedom of money through technology. So this is the first thing, and I want to be a part of not only the existing product suite, but the future products that are being built. And I believe that this could be an ecosystem that's going to be extremely, extremely powerful for our community. And so I'm excited to be a part of that. And that leads into the second thing, which is the vision. I think the vision that, you know, the team, the founding team, the marketing director, Mr. Ahmed, have is very amazing to create a fintech unicorn. And I've been a part of very large organizations, and I've seen the power that these organizations can bring to people. And that's what I want to be a part of. So I'm not interested in building one product. I'm not interested in building one little thing. I'm interested in building a family of products that all work together and all have synergies between them to be able to give people the things that they're looking for, because not everyone's the same in this world, right? And so one guy is going to want the AI bot, one guy's going to focus on the card, one guy's going to focus on using the exchange to hold and to trade his crypto. So I think there's a huge opportunity there. And I think my background, you know, just backing up a little, I started my career many years ago. I'm quite old now, at Morgan Stanley, and this was a very good sort of training ground for me, because I was part of the traditional financial, you know, one of the most powerful companies in traditional finance. And what I learned during this time was that people require strong products to be able to fulfill their dreams in life. And we saw this a lot with some of our customers at the investment bank, and we see that today with Aurum. The ability for a community and for a company to give the products and services to the people that need them is really the differentiating factor. And so that's why I'm excited about what Aurum has built and what we're going to continue to build. And under my leadership, we plan to launch exchanges, we plan to launch blockchains, tokens, staking services, and many things that are going to be tools that people are going to use to make better lives. And so I think my background has set me up really well for my future with Aurum, and I'm really excited about it as well. And, you know, the cherry on top was meeting Mr. Ahmed. We've become dear friends, and we have a very good synergy to be able to build this company together and work together to not only market it, but also to build great tech that's easy to market and that people have can use intuitively in their daily lives. And so, yeah, I'm happy to be here, and thank you guys for having me.
I believe, I don't know if you agree, Brian, this industry is all about the community. I believe any project have ever made it in this industry, this all was about the community. So this is what also Aurum is really caring for, is the community. That's why the idea since day one is to provide a different type of products and services, and with the highest level of transparency, using a blockchain, using external, let me say it this way, using different type of services provided by a third party. As you know, we have the flash loan using Avi DeFi protocol. We're about to launch our API bot in Bybit. This gives people, I believe, this kind of diversification. I'm not only talking in terms of security, diversification in terms of security, but I'm talking about having multi-type of option to make win out of this industry. So I always do marketing to any type of projects, putting myself in a people's shoe. This is makes sense for me when it comes to start promoting or talking about the project. Yeah, and I will always say it. I'm very proud presenting today. Like Brian says, a unicorn fintech project to come. A great ecosystem, and of course, I believe in your leadership, and I believe that we're gonna develop a lot of upcoming product and services would be very helpful, not only for customer. We're talking about not BTC only, B2B, because the blockchain, I believe, in the last event, Dr. Brian Lee, our blockchain officer, has announced that this blockchain going to be very attractive for DApp, DeFi, cross-chain, and the most attraction part about it is the speed, the flexibility, and the most important thing is the scalability. So people can be able either for Aurum or for the users.
Yeah, so when we talk about the achievements and the sort of the future of what Aurum has, I think the first thing that we need to look at is a successful product launch. We've seen since last September that the AI bot, the Zeus bot, has been functioning really well, and a lot of people are making money and doing really well with it. And so this is the foundation and the basis for what the rest of the future holds. And as we mentioned before, we have several different product lines that will be launching. And we're excited to bring better products to people that are already part of our ecosystem. And so the bots are a way of attracting people in the early days, but people will stay and they will not leave the ecosystem because of the things that we can bring them after this, right? And so it's not just about the way that we've started and the achievements, and we have quite a good set of achievements. We have thousands of users, we have tens of millions of dollars in trading, we have almost $5 to $10 million in the flash loan product. But really what that does is that allows us to start to build our community. And once the community is here, then we're going to be able to bring these other products and services to them in a seamless way. And so we can talk about the products all day, but as long as the people are happy with what we currently have, then they will continue to be with us as we build more and more products and services for them. So I think, to me, the key here is the achievements are that we've started, that we've been successful at the beginning, but the future is really about building on those achievements as the foundation, and then being able to build a tall skyscraper on top of this foundation that has the exchange, that has the decentralized exchange, that has the token, that is able to be staked and earn profit on. And the blockchain is sort of the basis of all of this stuff. So working very close with Dr. Lee, our blockchain officer, we'll be building not only a blockchain, but we'll be building a whole ecosystem where this blockchain interacts with the exchange and is able to provide people with the ability to trade and to hold their tokens in a very secure way. And so really excited about the future. I think the products that we have in the pipeline are going to be ones that people are going to be very attracted to, and it will be very easy for our community to grow by simple fact of the products work really well and people are able to make money with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree on the same.
This foundation, it has the exchange, it has
the fun thing is, with all what our great development team had achieved, when you ask them how it's going, they say we are good, but not great. Always, aiming to build more. So what I want everyone to know, Aurum had a very long list, an agenda of building, developing apps, infrastructure project, DeFi, might be gaming, NFT, metaverse. Add to that, company is considering to give the opportunity to the community not to be only contributing into the project. For people who really love the ecosystem of Aurum, they can be a shareholder of it, because this is one of the plan coming on the way. The company will will launch an equities. It's a kind of a stock NFT, utility NFT, where people get an ROI from being a shareholder of the whole ecosystem. And add to that, of course, we are very proud of our tech team developing the ABI bot in Bybit, which I believe gonna start soon, first week of April. And yeah, like you said, I would like to say this. For me, what Aurum represent as a user, I'm talking, a whole type of a solution. AI, empowered algorithm AI. This is for me a great solution. It runs almost 3 types of products: decentralized world, blockchain, flash loan, the ABI bot, payment solution, okay, trade market. So yes, if you ask me to describe Aurum Foundation in one word or two, I will say financial solution. It's a great one when it comes to solution.
When we talk about the future growth of Aurum, one of the things that's really important to us is community, as we've mentioned many times, right? And so we feel like a large portion of our growth is going to come through the growth of our community. But that doesn't mean that we're not looking for other ways to grow as well. And so a couple of those things that I think are really important. The first one is catering to institutional customers. I think this is going to be really important as we start to grow. As we start to have products that are working really well for our community, we can extrapolate and pull those over into the institutional side. So, small, medium enterprises, financial institutions, all sorts of different, real estate companies will be able to use our services and products. And then I think the other thing that is really interesting here is that we have the opportunity to invest directly in the company. And so we will always be taking on funds to be able to accelerate the growth of the company and to bring a faster set of products to the people that need them the most. And so I think it's really, the growth is focused on 3 sort of areas. One is investment, one is institutional, but the most important one is the community. So if we can get this community up into the millions and millions of people, then this will drive the growth of our business. Would you agree?
Absolutely, 100%. And here's a very important point I would really love to express, that let's agree on one thing, Brian. You've been doing this for a very long time. People who get into any type of virtual financial asset knows that it carries risk with. You agree? Okay. So one of the things when we say that Aurum Foundation run with a very high risk management, it's not only when it comes to AI trading algorithm and so on. It's the nature of the project itself. Look at the Zeus AI bot. Users control their funds. They can stop the bot, use it, they can start it, they can pull out the fund, all happen by them. Look at the API bot in Bybit. It's gonna be fully in their exchange, in the account. So a lot of people can see there is many different type of products in a blockchain, and gives the control to the users. Here people will start to understand that Aurum is all about, again, solution. This is how the security comes from Aurum. It's not about like Aurum Foundation keep announcing that we are the most secure company. No, it is proving fact because of a technology. Again, we come back to the technology, because I believe the whole thing is based in technology, how the technology is built. And this is, of course, will attract a different type of people, different categories, even in newbie, especially when Aurum is already considering real estate tokenization and other different assets, real world asset. Yeah, this is gonna bring a total whole new categories into this industry.
So yeah, one of the things that's really cool about our industry is that we get the ability to educate people. And I think this is just a fantastic thing, because there's so many people out there that lack financial literacy, lack the tools to be able to learn about finance, but then mix crypto and digital assets in, and it was much more complex. And so one of the things that I was involved with during my time at Binance was the Binance Academy. And now this is one of the largest free academies that you can use, and I would recommend people go to it to start to learn about the concepts behind what is happening in the blockchain space. But we're going to take that a step further at Aurum, and we're going to create courses, we're going to create atmospheres and areas where people can use this education to further their network, to further their community, to further bring these products to more people that need them. And at the end of the day, an educated user is a better user for us because they're able to understand what's happening, they're able to have more confidence in the product, and they're able to see that what we've built is a strong product and have more confidence in taking that to the rest of their communities. And so I think that the focus on education and the focus on bringing tools that can help people in this education effort is paramount for what we're doing. And I wouldn't be here if we weren't building that, because I don't like to be involved in projects that just build a technology and send it out to the wild and hope it works. I think it's really important to be able to educate people every step of the way inside of our social medias, inside of our platform, inside of webinars, Zoom calls, but also in person, to have someone like yourself or me who have been doing this for a long time, as I mentioned, out there teaching people how it works. I think this is the best thing we can do.
This is what got me excited, by the way, for this industry. I love giving more information, more details, because I always like to put it this way: knowledge is power. Knowledge is allow people to take decision truly based on their understanding, their analytic, the analyzing they do, taking decision based on what they see scientifically, technically, without trying to look for some sort of advice somewhere, some guy who knows nothing about what we do or how this works. Education will make people be able to understand what is winning, what is taking risk, what is getting into the world of virtual and financial assets. And more of that, it will be more exciting, since we are talking about community, building a community. When your community is educated well, they are not only participating, contributing, being part of the project, believing in it. No, this is not the only thing. They will be a great model, an example to other people. And I believe when people look at the project and see, wow, these people are really educated, okay, then they know what they are doing and they are in the right place. So,
and when you give these products to your community, they're users. When you educate them, they're ambassadors. And I think this is something that's really
absolutely,
unique about this project.
Absolutely. And I believe any type of project or services, if they really made it simple, like, when you buy any type of product in the market, it gets a manual user, right? Okay, it comes with it. It's a kind of an education about how it works, how you want to run it, and so on. So this is what also any type of project is working in our industry should do the same. Okay, giving people education, because knowledge is very important, especially in our industry.
Yeah, you said it yourself. Knowledge is power, and that's what we're looking to do. Is we're looking to bring this technology to empower people to live better lives.
Absolutely, agree.